My name is Ryan, and for 9 years, I thought I'd hit the jackpot with Lauren and the family that came with her. We met in college, built a life in the suburbs of Raleigh, North Carolina, complete with a cozy split-level house, a golden retriever named Max, and our 2 kids, Emma, our fiery 7-year-old with her mom's curls, and little Jake, 5, who idolized me like I was a superhero. Lauren's stepdad, Greg, he'd married her mom when Lauren was just 12, was the rock of it all. A burly ex-Marine turned real estate mogul, with that silver fox vibe and a wallet that never ran dry. He treated me like the son he never had, taught me how to grill the perfect steak, fronted the down payment on our home without batting an eye. And at our wedding, he raised a glass with tears in his eyes, saying, "You're the real deal, kid. I've got your back forever." I believed him. Hell, I needed him. My own folks were gone early, and Greg filled that void. But 4 years ago, Lauren's mom died suddenly from a heart attack, and everything shifted. Greg sold his place up north and bought a sprawling estate just 20 minutes away, claiming he wanted to be closer to his grandkids. He'd swing by unannounced, picking up Emma and Jake for ice cream runs, fixing the leaky faucet while Lauren and I were at work, or hosting epic backyard barbecues where he'd play the doting grandpa. At first, it was a godsend. Lauren was wrecked by the loss, and Greg's presence seemed to pull her through. She'd lean on him during those late-night talks on our porch, her head on his shoulder, laughing at his old war stories while the kids dozed inside. I'd watch from the kitchen window, smiling, family healing together. What could be wrong with that? The red flags crept in like shadows at dusk. It started with small things. Greg's signature cologne, sandalwood and cedar, rich and overpowering. Clinging to Lauren's clothes after their quick coffee meetups to discuss her mom's estate. She'd come home late, hair tousled, eyes sparkling a way that used to be reserved for our date nights. The necklace he gave her for her 30th birthday, a delicate gold chain with a hidden locket, never left her neck, even in bed. When I'd ask about it, she'd snap, "It's sentimental, Ryan. Don't make it weird." Then there were the family outings, without me, Greg taking Lauren and the kids to the zoo or the lake, but always extending into dinner, with her texting me excuses like, "Traffic's bad. Be home soon." I'd tuck Emma and Jake in alone, ignoring the knot in my gut. Paranoia, I told myself. He's her stepdad. Family. But doubt festered. One night, after supposed estate sorting session at Greg's, Lauren slipped into bed reeking of his cologne and something sweeter. Wine, maybe. I confronted her gently. "You two seem close lately." She rolled her eyes. "He's grieving, Ryan. And so am I. If you can't handle me supporting my stepdad, that's on you." The kids started noticing too. Emma once asked why Grandpa Greg hugs Mommy so tight, and Jake mimicked in play, which made my skin crawl. I pushed it down, focused on work. My job in software sales was demanding, but it paid for the life we'd built. Still, the late nights piled up, Lauren helping Dad with paperwork, coming home flushed and distracted, showering immediately like she was washing away evidence. It all shattered at Greg's annual Labor Day cookout, a massive blowout in his manicure backyard. String lights twinkling like stars, a live band playing classic rock, ribs and brisket smoking on a grill, and a crowd of his business cronies, neighbors, and our mutual friends. The kids were in heaven, running around with glow sticks, chasing fireflies. Lauren looked radiant in a flowing red sundress I'd surprised her with for our anniversary. She barely acknowledged me, too busy flitting between guests. I kept an eye on her while manning the kids' Esmore station. After dark, as the party thinned and the fire pit crackled, I went looking for Jake's lost toy truck. That's when I saw them, Lauren and Greg, tucked away behind the pool house, away from the main crowd. Not just talking. She was pressed against him, his hands gripping her hips, their faces inches apart. Then it happened. A deep, lingering kiss, not a peck on the cheek, but full, passionate, like lovers stealing a moment. Her fingers tangled in his hair, his body arching into hers. My world tilted. I froze in the shadows, heart hammering, until they broke apart, breathless, her lipstick smudged on his collar. I stepped out, voice steady but ice cold. What the hell is this? Lauren's eyes widened for a split second, then narrowed. Greg straightened his shirt, smirking like I'd caught it with his hand in the cookie jar. Easy, son. Just a family moment. She crossed her arms, voice dripping with disdain. Ryan, you're being dramatic. It's normal between a father and daughter. Stop being unnecessarily jealous and making a scene. If you want to keep on like this, ruining everyone's night, you should just go home and take the kid with you. Sleep it off. The words sliced through me. Go home and take the kids. She said it loud enough for a few lingering guests to overhear, their whispers starting like wildfire. Emma and Jake were nearby, playing tag. They stopped, confused eyes on us. Greg just chuckled, clapping me on the back. Listen to her, kid. No harm done. I didn't explode, didn't swing at him or scream. Instead, I nodded, scooped up Jake in one arm, grabbed Emma's hand with the other. You're right, Lauren. I should go home with the kids. I marched them through the party, ignoring the stares, buckled them into the car, and drove off. The kids pepper me with questions. Why are we leaving early, Daddy? Is Mommy mad? But I kept it light, promising ice cream stops. Inside, rage boiled. This wasn't just betrayal. It was a gut-punch revelation. Flashes hit me. The grief blurred boundaries, excuses, the cologne, the necklace. How long had this been going on? Since her mom's death? Before? Home felt like a crime scene. I packed bags for me and the kids. Clothes, toys, school stuff, while they watched cartoons. Oblivious. Left my wedding ring on the counter with a note. You told me to go home with the kids if I was jealous. I'm listening. Don't contact us. Then I called my sister in Charlotte. We crashed there that night. Lauren blew up my phone. Text begging me to come back. Voicemail slurring through tears and wine. Ryan, it was nothing, just comfort. Greg's like a dad to me. You're overreacting because of your own family issues. By morning, Greg chimed in, Son, let's talk man to man. No need to drag the kids into this. But I knew better. A quick dive into her old texts, I grabbed a forgotten iPad. Revealed the truth. Messages dating back years, explicit, affectionate. Can't wait for our state meetings, Daddy. Photos. Plans to ease Ryan out once the kids were older. It wasn't grief. It was a full-blown affair, twisted and taboo, hidden under the guise of family. That discovery ignited the revenge. I wasn't going to let them slink away unscathed. They played me for a fool, using my trust in the kids as cover. First, I lawyered up with the best divorce attorney in Raleigh, one who specialized in high-stakes custody battles. We filed immediately, seeking full custody and citing emotional abuse and infidelity, backed by the iPad evidence. But I didn't stop there. I hired a private investigator, a no-nonsense former FBI guy named Vic, who dug deep into Greg's world. What he uncovered was a gold mine of dirt, tax evasion on a massive scale, where Greg had hidden millions in offshore accounts to dodge the IRS, embezzlement from his real estate firm, siphoning funds from investor projects to bankroll lavish gifts for Lauren, trips, jewelry, even a secret condo in Myrtle Beach registered under a shell company. There were falsified documents, bribes to local officials for zoning favors, and emails linking him to shady contractors who'd cut corners on builds, endangering families in those homes. Vic also traced the affair back further than I imagined. Hotel receipts from before her mom's death, overlapping with our family vacations. It was calculated, predatory. Armed with this, I orchestrated the takedown meticulously, like a chess master plotting checkmate. I started anonymously, created burner accounts to tip off the IRS with detailed dossiers, including scanned copies of incriminating ledgers Vic had photographed during a discreet visit to Greg's office. Nothing illegal, just clever social engineering. Next, I leak select emails to Greg's key business partners via encrypted drops, messages showing how he diverted their money to fund his personal life, including coded references to family investments that were clearly payoffs to the affair. The fallout was swift and brutal. Within weeks, the IRS raided Greg's offices and home, seizing computers and freezing assets. Headlines exploded in local papers. Raleigh real estate tycoon accused of tax fraud and embezzlement. His partners turned on him like sharks smelling blood. Lawsuits piled up, demanding restitution for millions in losses. One major investor, a big-name developer, went public with the affair angle after piecing together the family references, whispering to reporters about the inappropriate stepdaughter scandal. Social media amplified it. Anonymous posts, not mine but inspired by the leaks, with blurred photos from the iPad, tagging Greg's firm. His golf club membership was revoked amid the gossip. Old Marine buddies distanced themselves, calling it a disgrace to the core. Lauren crumbled under the weight. Her marketing firm fired her when clients pulled out, citing reputational risk. Turns out, some were Greg's ex-partners. Friends we'd shared for years ghosted her. Playdate invites of the kids dried up as moms whisper about the homewrecker vibes. She tried to spin it in therapy sessions mandated by the court for custody eval, claiming it was all mutual grief. But the judge saw through it, awarding me primary custody and the house. Greg's empire shattered. He sold off properties at a loss to pay legal fees, ending up in a modest condo, facing potential prison time. Their retreat to his big house became a prison of paranoia. Curtains drawn, deliveries only, no more barbecues or business deals. I didn't gloat publicly, let the system do the work. But privately, it was cathartic, watching from afar as their world imploded, knowing I'd pulled the strings without getting my hands dirty. 6 months later, I'm in Asheville, restoring historic cabins for a living. Fresh mountain air, new start. The kids are thriving. Emma's in soccer. Jake's building forts in our backyard. One evening, as they played tag under the oaks, laughing wildly, a doubt flickered. Maybe she was right. I should go home and be with the kids. But wait. No, I was already home. With them. Without the lies. That moment strengthened me. I wasn't jealous anymore. I was free. The betrayal wasn't just personal. It was a web of deception that cost him everything. Greg's forever back promise? It backfired spectacularly. Lauren's dismissal? It handed me the exit and the ammunition. If your gut screams something's off, don't ignore it. Dig. Fight. And when they tell you to leave, take what's yours, the truth, the kids, the future, and build something unbreakable. Because real love doesn't hide in shadows. And revenge is not always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet dismantling of their world, while you rise from the ashes. If this story hit home or kept you on the edge of your seat, hit that subscribe button for more tales of betrayal, revenge, and redemption. Your support keeps these stories coming.